Hello everybody, welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes Animations Behind the Scenes, part 2, or episode 2, whatever I decided to call it. My name is MapleStory, and today, instead of showcasing the next animation that I did after my whole Bernadetta things, today we're gonna be doing something different. I kind of realized as I was putting together episode 1 that I kind of need I felt like it would be nice if I did like a little title card, maybe of my avatar, my Fae avatar that I've made here that you see right in front of me, doing like just something very, very, very simple, which is exactly what we're going to be doing today. This is perfect for a behind the scenes on how I actually do things. For those who have never seen any of my animation streams that I've done, because yes, I have done some live streaming with the animations. It went terribly because streaming eats up a lot of my freaking memory, and so does editing. So today's gonna be a little different. Yeah. So we're gonna take my character, we're gonna make him do something very simple, and then we're gonna call it a day. So essentially, I want him to kind of throw up a shaka. Yeah, for those who don't know, I am from Hawaii. Might not sound like it, but trust me, I stay from Hawaii. Oh, that sounds so bad. I cannot force my pigeon. I cannot force my pigeon. It has to come out naturally. It is my accent, but if it doesn't come out naturally, it don't sound good, because that's just how it is. So yeah, we're gonna make him shoot out the shaka, and that's basically gonna be our animation. So first of all, a lot of these things that I have here are not properly rigged. Shoot. Let's see, what about this thing over here? Let me properly color code this and name it our hand. Okay, and then I'm able to take this shaka, we'll call that the shaka, and then we'll color code it blue. We'll also rig that to the arm there, move it over here. But here's the thing, these two need to be, actually these three should be up much higher. We'll put them over the face, just cause. And then, yeah, so this is gonna be kind of showing the process and how I kind of do animation things. Gotta do my best to at least do commentary throughout the whole thing, because that's just, it'd be nice. It'd be nice if I, talked while kind of showcasing the thing that I'm doing. But yeah, that's, so that's how it's gonna be for now. I believe we have everything all rigged up, even my face is all rigged up. So I think we'll just start with the primary motion, which is essentially the main thing that I want my character to be doing, which is throwing out the shaka. So essentially, I think I kind of want it to where he notices the audience, right? Notices you guys stares out the screen, and then we'll throw out the shaka. Of course, if you're seeing this right now, this is kind of a weird kind of paradox thing, because you already seen what the final animation is going to look like in the beginning of this video. If you saw last episode, you're going to see what it looks like. I'm recording all this before I even make it, so this is going to be some weird time loop paradox thing, but essentially, yeah, this is the process of me making this title card. But yeah, we'll start off slowly, and because essentially he's gonna notice everybody, and then I want to say this will roughly be a 2-second animation. So he'll notice everybody by the first second, and then by the second he'll throw out that shaka, which we will do by let's see, making it so it's down right here. And then I want to say it takes about maybe 4 frames for the shotgun to go up. Or maybe like this, and then to shoot out like this. So essentially it's like that. Maybe even, it might be maybe even 8 frames and then the shaka pops out, because slowly goes up. And then, yeah, so we have like a basic thing over here that we see here. Oh, my thing does not want to be loading. Oh, let's title this like Shaka. Gotta occasionally save because sometimes After Effects like to crash on you. Oop. To kind of make it smoother, one of the easiest things that I do to make things look a little smoother is to click on a keyframe, hit F9, because that's what says up my my easy in, easy out. I forget what you call these. What are they? They're called, I want to say bevels. Beveled keyframes, because essentially it smooths in going in and out. Then just to kind of like have a little over motion going on. Boom. Kind of doing some more bevel easy ease. Look at how simple that looks. Look at how simple that looks. And essentially, yeah, he's gonna look over, right? So if I remove my glasses real quick, just so that we can have access to our eyes. Let's see. Your mouth. We kind of need access to, what is this? There, 28. We should properly label this as closed eyes, right? And if I take one position, highlight both, right? What we're gonna do is maybe 15 seconds, right? 15 seconds. Let's go ahead and open the positions so it's easier to look at both. Again, we're gonna set up an easy ease just to make things easier for me. And essentially, this kind of makes it so he kind of like notices the audience. Very, very simple animation here. Gonna see him moving back and forth. Blam. I'll notice you. And then essentially we take a look at the closed eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and set the opacity to 0. I think we also have our, ooh, yeah, there we go. Our happy eyebrows. We're gonna go ahead and also change those positioning so that it looks a little more, so it matches. Kinda, sort of. We'll go ahead and again hit it with that easy ease. Move back. I like both of these. I know it looks kind of stupid with my grin here, but let's go ahead and edit that right now. This little grin here, we're actually going to be, not that one, we're gonna, right there. There we go. I'm supposed to glance over. And then hit you with that shotgun. So, an unknown, like you know, I don't really see you there. And then think right here. essentially, I'm gonna hit you with that shaka. Maybe it comes out faster. Probably at the same time I throw out the shaka. And essentially how I do like lip flaps and all is that, yeah, I basically just kind of have things overlap with each other, right? Maybe even... There we go. Kind of weird because that neutral mount, like one of the weird parts about doing all this is making sure everything lines up. You can see like the pixelations don't want to line up on each other. Send it either up here, so I have to like kind of get it to where I might even have to, yeah, I'll probably have to move the keyframe or the anchor point down. So that want to make sure I'm doing it like this. Might even have to move the neutral mouth above real quick so that it's like right there. So that's where I want it to pop up. And then as you can kind of see it, you might not quite notice it while I'm... That's what the animation is gonna look like so far. Really simple. Look at the camera, hit the shaka. And then, yeah, that's essentially it. What I do next is, I think I want to add a little bit of secondary movement with my hair. I don't know if I have it pre-rigged. Essentially, right? You know, everything's like rigged to another sprite when I do these things, but sometimes a single piece of layer can have its own movement if I might actually have it rigged. Let's see. Ooh, it is rigged. Ooh, it is rigged. Okay. So here we have our puppet the in After Effects puppet rigging, as we can kind of see here. Oh, this is not the button I want to be using. Where's the... There we go. So these things, I essentially want to open up every single one of these. Make sure that they are all cleared up. They don't have a key point or a keyframe quite yet, so I can essentially hit these two, right? These two. Oh, not those two. Okay. So this one and 19. These are my primary strands, my hair strands, and I'm going to be moving them back and forth. So we'll probably give them about 5 frames each. Hit them with that easy ease. And then we'll move it back. Move it back this way. Move it back that way, right? Boom. Might be even a little too fast, so we might hit it with 20 frames or 10 frames going back and forth. Yep. Go ahead and save real quick. And honestly, as you can see, it's not like it only moves once, but I learned this back when I was making Project Echoes, which is, you know, kind of staring into the future a little bit. During Project Echoes, I figured out how to do a loop out expression. Here's the thing though. I can never remember how to write the expression. So I have this one tutorial, which you might hear in a split second. Yep, there we go. Shout out to Maxwell Ridgway. I have your video bookmarked because I can never remember how to type it. So I just, because you have it like in your description, so I just copy and paste it for your description. The expression is loop out cycle 0. And essentially what that does, right, is close. It loops out the expression. So if I go over here, do the same thing here. Look at that. Oh, wait. Look at this. He's looking back and forth. And you know, they're moving at the same time in my hair strands, and to like offset it, I will usually take 1. Let's see. I want this side to be moving first. So we'll be moving this side backwards. I might move it back 2 frames. And now look, they're offset just a little bit. All right. I'm noticing that my expression is like a little blank, honestly, to say the least. So what I'm going to do next is, oh boy, I think my things are already. So if we go to scale, both of these scale. To make me look a little more surprised to see you there. 1, 2, 3. We can turn to scale. Ooh. That doesn't quite look good for this eye here. Oh, that's why. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm a little more surprised to see y'all. Ooh. Did not mean to do that. Okay. Yeah, now I'm a little more surprised to see y'all. That looks a little goofy right now, but it'll... I think we move back the expression over here. Maybe... See, this is one of the fun parts about working on like animations like these, is that sometimes I figure things out as I go. I know what I want to do here. And is essentially pick these, my position of these. And I want these move upwards. So it looks like we're just a little startled. And then when the shaka goes out, right, have the scaling for my eyes. We'll go ahead and click keyframes. maybe takes 5 seconds for them to close. Because what we're doing here is that we're going to be closing our eyes. 0, 0. Just like that. And then in between, we're going to be keyframing our opacity too. Sometimes to really achieve this effect, what I need to do is kind of widen this. Maybe this goes back to 100. So it widens out. Ooh. And then maybe position the eyes. There we go. Now it looks like this. Honestly, the eyes could kind of dart back faster. So we go back to position. Maybe 10 seconds to look over here, right? Ooh. Right. Blam. There we go. Okay, so now I'm like, I kind of glance over you, or glance to see you. Surprised to see you there, and then hit you with that quick shaka. But we could probably extend the pause. So, might have to open the whole thing here. Not quite. So we'll give it longer. So we need. So this is what happens when I kind of realize the gap is a little too small, and I kind of need to expand it quite a little bit. So I just need to make sure whatever moving parts that I need to move are open. And then wherever I want to extend it, I just click and drag. Like, oh, you see that? I'm missing something. Closed eyes gonna be moving. It's probably one of the eyes. Yeah, it's the eyes. Oh. Take all that. Click and drag. I think that's everything. You move it to wherever you want, and then there we go. Maybe it's a little bit too long of a wait. So maybe halfway through that, instead, maybe we bring it to the 15 frame mark of the first second. There we go. Look at that. And then I guess to add in a little bit more motion, we can take a look at our eyebrows here. Take a look at our position and do this. Where 1, 2, 3. Position. 1, 2, 3. Another quick moving of the eyebrow. So we take both of them, we make them hop up. Oop. There we go. Now I kind of want the closing of the eye to be a little more with the motion of like right here. I think right here is where they should start closing. So now I gotta take a look at everything again. Neutral eyes. Oh no, that's my neutral mouth. Where are the closed eyes? It's marked yellow. Closed eyes, there we go. So we take this, highlight that, we move it here. There we go. There it is in motion again. Slowly but surely making everything look a little more natural. Now we just kind of need some more movement with our head. So we go ahead and take a look at our face here. This is why we color code things, so we can find things faster. And essentially what I want to do is when we notice you, maybe a little shaking of the noggin. That. Oh, that's a bit too much. Like something to show that I'm surprised to see you. Is essentially what I'm hoping for. Maybe that's not what I need to do. Maybe for startledness, we right here. Take a look at the upper torso. Position of the upper torso. We essentially we can even easy in, easy out to make it look a little more fluid. And then of course when the height of the shaka, right? The height of the shaka, I'm going to be positioning my head to tilt it. Ooh, I did not rig everything else to my thing. Hold on. What the hell? My back here needs to go to my back here to hair. There we go. Maybe that'll look better. Okay. Hold up. What is that back portion? What is that unlabeled back portion to my hair? Oh, there we go. We rigged that up to my hair again. There we go. There we go. And then there we go. Now everything looks a little more, you know, add more easy in to make things look a little more fluid. Look at that. I'm happy to see you. Now, the only thing to do is to grab the shaka and my hand and to essentially make it look like this. I'm going to transform, probably do some scaling for here. I want to scale back the top like that. And it's gonna hard cut. Right, it's gonna hard cut visibility. So cuts here. This is when the shock is gonna pop out. Alright. So go over here. Opacity this. Go over here. Zero out the opacity. Wow. Essentially. Ooh. Might wanna put our. There we go. That looks a little more natural. Let's keep this thing visual, slightly visible real quick, because essentially what I want to have happen is, yeah, hit that rotation, rotate it over here, squish it a little bit, right? And then when we hit it, it's gonna go back to its proper position. Boom, boom. Gonna be back to negative 100, 100. Boom. Bang. I don't want this thing to rotate down and then back up. There we go. Then, of course, one of the things that I also try to do whenever I do something simple is add more details. Like, the more details you add, the more less simple it looks, honestly. So more secondary motion when we hop up and down. Honestly, I could just have my thing look startled, like so. Yeah, same thing with my left shoulder. We can set these rotations. Ooh. Wait. There we go. And then, of course, could always like, not that, rotation over here. Can also make it to where it looks. There we go. Then drag it over here. Just a little bit of movement back here to give it a little more pizzazz. Everything's looking good. Honestly, the swapping between the hand and the shaka kind of looks a little like really smooth, like a little rubbery, honestly. But I kind of like how it looks. And then, of course, we have something in my back, so I think it also needs a little bit of secondary movement, especially when I jump up and down. It can rotate down, up, and back into position. Again, cheating by like just hitting it with the easy ease, and then again, I could probably like add a little bit of motion here, not too much, but something that's like noticeable. There we go. So that way that my whole body's not too stiff. Again, grabbing some random keyframes as I move back and forth a little bit. Just kind of and one of the best parts is I only really need like my upper, like a kind of like a right here. This is essentially where I want the animation to be. And of course, again, to add a little more motion, I can just, you know, just to make it look a little more not stiff, just gotta grab some of this. Really nice. Oh, rotation is what I'm looking for. Just grab a few keyframes, mess around with it. Maybe set it back to position here. Yeah, just to make it look like I'm not a robot. And then, yeah, to make it look a little more not stiff, I can go back to the arm over here and just like kind of make it bob up and down so it's not too static. And then again, moving on to like the head, just add a little more mindless motion, because like I'm like shooting my head down. Then I can like honestly tilt it a little bit back and back up. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is how I do my animations. So yeah, just kind of have this like playing back and forth as you might be. You can like you can scroll back to the beginning of the video, watch this whole thing again, but more importantly, you get to see the finished product and how we made it. So yeah, this is the process on how I make things. I'm looking at the timer for this video right now. It is 39 minutes. I can guarantee you that if I have to start from scratch, from dismantling a sprite, hell, if I am making a chimera or like a spliced sprite, it will take even longer, especially if it's like custom and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the process and how I make things. I hope you enjoyed watching, or if you weren't watching, Maybe you had this in the background. This is how I do things. I very much appreciate everybody for sticking around. And next time, we will take a look at my Super Saiyan 2 Roy animation that I made back when I decided that I wanted to do more of these things with different characters, and essentially that will later blow up to me doing a lot of different other things. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I will see you all on the next one. Bye bye.